So, did a quick video on the van last week. Picked this thing up for work, great van, but the body is completely shot. So I'm gonna do a quick video on how to get your van body look a little more professional, a little better than, you know, that. And we're gonna do that with just some sheet metal I got from Lowe's. This job is gonna be under $100 for everything. And I also have, for the actual rockers under the doors, some thin sheet metal, very thin, that I just had left over from a job. This is a non-structural repair. It's just to make it look better. So don't really care about the rockers. It just has to pass inspection. So if you guys are in the same boat, stick around. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this right here all the way down with the grinder, and that'll give us a nice spot to attach our new metal to. All right, I got my fresh line cut, and got my rust eater on there, scraped, and used the wire brush on everything. And I'm gonna get to like right about there, and I'm gonna have to add a little tiny piece. Already cut my piece of metal, and gonna tuck that up in there, and I'll show you how it fits. All right, so we got all of our self-tappers in the top glued in to hold it, and with that, then you can bend it. I was using a floor jack and a 4x4 to help, and it's pretty decent. And then underneath, doesn't matter, but whatever you can do to tack it in. Hopefully you still have the inner wall so you can grab onto that. Now I gotta figure out how I can put something into there, tuck it up in to cover that up. So there it is. I got it mocked in there just sitting, but that is a $2 piece of flashing from Lowe's. How nice is that? Maybe I'll leave it chrome, nice and shiny. But I'm gonna tuck it in there, shoot a couple self-tappers, glue it in, and run a bead of silicone in the doorway for the gap, and spray it. You'll never know. So to show you guys a little more of what I'm doing here, this is a 10-foot section that I just had left over, luckily, and there's an extra little bend in it. So I'm taking that bend and just pushing it down, so then I get more or less a 90, and that's gonna do the other side. I'll show you, but I wanted to show you this side done. I have one screw in the front holding it on a little better, but when you look at it from up here and it's gonna be black, it'll be fine. Glued it onto the dog leg and glued the entire underneath on, because I still had some metal there to glue to. Don't tell me glue doesn't work, because glue works. They hold it on from the factory that way in a lot of cars nowadays. So the screws are in to hold it. Might even leave the screws afterwards. You only see them when the door's open. Don't care. But on the other side, we have a nice long run. With the 10-foot section, it allows you to do the entire rocker. So I'm going to bend that to a 90, get it in there, tuck it in, glue the whole thing, make sure the screws are nice and compressed, squeegee out all the glue, make it nice, and basically use it as caulking on the top. And you don't even need any in the bottom, just let it hang. I'm still doing some effort though, so let's clean up this ridge with the steel brush, scuff it up so there's something to stick to. Now that you use your wire brush on it, take your liquid nail or whatever glue you're using, and once again, this is just for the guy that's trying to get a vehicle that they can work out of, that's not, you know, a mechanical nightmare. I have a philosophy when buying a work vehicle that has to run and drive very well, and the body can be whatever it wants to be, because this is costing me like $50 to do all the body work. So hopefully this video shows you that you can pick up a really horrible looking truck that has a very good engine and transmission, and it can get you your job done for a fraction of the price that a new van would cost. I'm going to use both hands now. Impact and self-tappers on hand, ready to go. This one's a little bit difficult because it's such a big panel. I'm real excited about this. I got a new spring for my gas cap door, so I don't have to put blue tape on it anymore. See? No good. So once you got that in, you're free to go ahead and glue it all up. You can also push it first, because you're going to get a lot out. Hopefully, if you put enough. You want to just cake this thing in glue. It's also good to have a good seal of glue on the top, so water doesn't seep down and rot out the underneath of this and the old stuff even more. Alright, now we are going to put our short strand fiberglass in there. Normally you'd pull the screws out first, but because this has so much tension on it to make that panel bend like that, I want to keep them in as long as I can, and I'm going to use the fiberglass to give it a little more strength as well. Instead of just relying on the glue, we'll beef it up with this. Alright, so I've been working on this all day. I got some pieces of metal in the back and got that coated in fiberglass, then some regular filler. Worked that whole panel out pretty good, and it's going to have a little bit of a ridge. It's not going to be perfect, but it's a lot better than it was, so I don't care. Managed to, kind of flush it in there, but the better side of the van, went ahead and painted my thing gold and got some overspray I got to deal with, but the better side is here. You see how it came out real nice. So I only had a hole there and there, then you got the big rocker cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my bed liner on and then my gloss black. I'm gonna be done with this for $60 total. And that is final product. We got it all undercoated and painted. Still really tacky because I didn't wait, which I never do. But still managed to use the body line, which is cool. Doesn't look perfect, but I mean, saw how it was pretty bad. So this is definitely good to pass my inspection now, and it'll live another day. Continued the body paint line in the doors as well. So I figured I'd share this with you. It wasn't super, in depth of work, but it might give you an idea of, how to keep your business afloat and not spend a ton of money on a new van when it's just body work. So hope you got something out of that. See you guys in the next video.